Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the left hand side of the screen, you see a figure and we're told to reproduce this given figure using isometric projection. So when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is for you to draw your isometric axis, which are the principal axis, your X, Y, and Z axis, right? So what you do to draw that is you take your instrument and you draw, let's start with this. You draw the X axis in this manner. Can you see that? And you draw the Y axis in this manner. And you draw the Z axis in this manner. Using your what? Your 30-degree side of your set square. Now the next thing you have to do now, this is the X, Y, and Z. The X and the Z are inclined at what? At 30 degree to the horizontal, right? So you get the entire length here. If you look from this diagram, the entire length here at this side, which is this side here, is given to be what? 45, right? So I'm going to measure the 45 from this side. So from 0 to 45. Right, I should take it up so we can really have a clearer view of what we're about to do. Right, so the next one here is also what? 45. So I'm going to measure the 45 from 0. This is 45 here. Hope you can see that. Then the next one is the y-axis. If you check the height again, is also what? 45, as you can see, the entire height. So I'm going to measure 45 too. So it means that what? It is a cube, right? So 45 again. This 45 here. Then I'll use it to form the box in which I'll carve out my image from. So when I take this and I start it up this way, I'll take this up. I'll come here also. I'm going to take this up. Hope you can see that. So what I did here, I'm going to do it here too. Place your T-square. All the Z axes are the same. They are parallel to each other. So this is another Z axis. And all the X axes are the same, parallel to each other. This is my X axis. So this X axis again, this is another X axis here too again. Right? And if this is the Z axis, this is Z axis, they're all parallel to each other. So if you do it that way, you'll be having what? A cube. Hope you can see that. Now after we've done that, we'll start carving out our what? Our image. Now if you check this side, we have 15, which is somewhere around here. So I'm going to measure what? My 15. Right? So let's do that. You're measuring 15. So I'll measure 15 from here, this endpoint, from 0 to 15 here. Can you see that? And the other one from this end here, I'm going to measure what? 30. All together. So from here, I'm going to measure 30. So from 0 to 30. So this is 30 here, right? It's the same thing that we have here. So after that, after you measure that, and at this side also, you're going to measure 15 also. So from 1 to 1.5 is 15. Now look at what I will now do. I will now take the same instrument, place it on my T-square. Then I am going to draw a line. Remember, all the x-axis are what? Parallel. And I will draw another line here also, right, at this point. So from here, I can easily tick in here. And from here also, I can do the same thing here too. Right? So after we've done that, the next thing that we'll be doing here is all this side here too is also ticking. So I'll tick in them. As you can see from the screen, on the plan, the top of the block. Right? And I'll close it up. Then I'll close it up too. Hope you can see that. So if you look at this side here also is ticking from here downward altogether. So I'm going to thicken it down to also from this point. You just copy and you paste. Hope you can see that. Then at the beginning also, this end also here is thickened. Can you see that? Then I'll measure a distance of 5 mm up. That 5 mm you see. So once I do that, I'll be having this way, 5 mm up from 0. This is the 5 we have here. Then I'll just draw a line across. Faint line first. And what do you notice? The top line is coming straight down to meet the top. This is coming down from here to meet this. So we can see that. And I will now measure 15 mm from this end here. So let's do that and see. 15 mm from this end. So let's measure the 15 mm. This is what we have. This is 15 here. All together. So that is where I'm going to draw my line up to. Is that okay? So from here, I'll thicken it to this point. Can you see that? And I am going to take here down to just copy and paste. Now, and what do you notice again? I'll take this in from here, draw a line that will connect this point to this point. Can you see that? And if I'll do anything, I'll take here in by 15. This side here, I'll take it in by 15. So let's take it in first. Right? And I'm going to measure what? I'm going to measure 15 in. So from 0 to what? To 15. Hope you can see that. So once we've done that, we will now take that part up. That 15 will measure. We'll take it up a little bit this way, front line first. And the height there, if you can look carefully, this point you see here is given to be what? 30. Right? So here I am going to measure 30 from 0 to 3. This is 30 here, which I will now join this point to this point. Can you see that? Now the next thing is here, all this part here is thickened. Can you see that? And this is coming out a little bit here. Hope you can see that. Then from this end here, which is where my arrow is pointing, I'm still going to measure another 15 inward, right? So let's measure the 15 and see. So from 0 to 15, which I am going to take up in this manner to meet this. Hope you can see that. So I can easily just thicken it from this point to this point, and from here also, right, to this point, from here to this point. Hope you can see that. Then I will now take this upward to touch this. Hope you can see that. Then I'm going to thicken this part here. And also I'll thicken here too. Right? So once we've done that, realize that we have successfully reproduced the figure that is displayed at the left hand side of the screen in isometric projection, right? So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. And also don't always forget to put in your dimension in. So you do whatever you see in the dimension. When I mean dimension, like for instance now we have from here to this point, and that is what it must not touch your diagram. So we have it to be 15. You do everything that you see on the screen here, you are going to do it. And from here to this point here, mustn't touch your diagram and must be parallel to your line. So this is another 30, and your figure must not touch the dimension line. Is that okay? And the other one we have 45 here. So that's what you just do. So I'll leave you to do the rest. So we have this to be 45. Should be in this way. So thanks for watching.